Hey, it's Paul from paulhetheringtonartist.com. Today I want to talk about the iconic yellow Lego castle, set number 375 or 6075 if you're in the US. Now to me the obvious question is, why is the yellow castle yellow and not, say, gray? Well, it turns out that Lego considered gray to not be a strong enough or bright enough color to be the main feature color in a Lego toy at the time. Then Daniel August Krentz, the designer, had another sort of a story that would illustrate another reason why maybe they didn't make gray bricks. So it turns out he and Niels, a fellow designer, had been making tanks in the model shop, and they had a shelf full of tanks, and at some point Gottfried Kurt Christiansen, who was the head of the Lego group, came in, saw the tanks, and basically freaked out and gave them an hour to get those tanks out of there, because he didn't want war toys made with Lego, and he thought the gray bricks kind of contributed to that. So of course a castle with swords and shields, well, that's perfectly fine. So let's take a look at the castle. So one of the fun features of the castle is a working drawbridge, and that was a pretty cool feature for the time. Then in addition to that, you had these walls that could move out, so you could expand your fortifications or change the configuration of your set. Now this set, Daniel was quite proud because it had the best price per piece out of all the sets at that time. And in fact, this set came with a whopping 14 minifigures, which was pretty much the highest count of minifigures in any set at the time as well. And for me, the minifigures are definitely a highlight of the set. And part of their appeal is this crazy big sticker sheet. Now each minifigure had custom decals basically to denote their factions. And the minifigures on the horses, the knights, had these really great visors. But it turns out these visors were quite fragile, so Lego discontinued them after a couple years. But they're highly sought after and really cool. Then we can look at the box. The box is one of my favorite boxes of all time. And I think it's just the colors and the way the castle is photographed there, with the background slightly out of focus. This is a Canadian box, and it's also one of the earlier boxes. Later boxes had like fronts that would open up. Now on the back, you get to see some of the features of the set, and you also get to see some alternate models. And of course, this kid here, he's probably the luckiest kid in the whole world, and it kind of looks like he knows it. Would have been great to be one of the kids that got to test these sets. So that's about it for the Yellow Castle. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.